Good morning. This is Arnold, and I'm here with the focus of the week. And the one that we're going to focus on today is called presence. And I've been working on this as I've been developing some courses for the luminaries. And this one is just so present right now for us. And I wanted you to feel it and see it and notice that it has repetitions of 8, but the primary thing that stands out here are the repetitions in 64, which makes it a very complicated, but it doesn't seem complicated, but it has many layers to it, and so it's a very high frequency. Now here, when you think of presence, what do you think of? Do you think of being present? Do you think of the divine energies being with you? Well, that's really what presence is about. Here's what it says at the very beginning. Before a thought can contain it, presence breathes and shifts as needed. Softly, it imprints wisdom within and channels divine mind through those who are willing. So I don't know if you've ever allowed information to come through you, which is called channeling. And what I feel like is when I'm channeling, I'm actually channeling my deeper self. So when I worked with the luminaries and brought forward the information to be used for them, I was channeling an inner part of myself, because a lot of times even the words didn't quite make sense to me at the time, but I knew that it was the correct thing that I had been given. And that is how Lorinda and I created the luminaries. I would give her the number of repetitions, which in this case, Presence told me that it was 64. And then I got some of the wording for this particular luminary, and I was able to paint a card that showed the color. So that's how this particular luminary came about. But I wanted to share it with you because it's very up right now. It's very important to us. And one of the things that this luminary says to us is that it fulfills or fills our perceived void. You know, sometimes we just feel like there's something missing, or that somehow we're not complete, or something of that sort. So presence is here to help us fill that. And as it's filled, we are reminded that we are not alone. And that's part of what presence is here to do, is to be beside us and help us as we move forward. But one of the things that this luminary presence says to us is that it can't be present if we're carrying fear. So it's like fear lowers our frequency, and then we're not aware of presence. So part of what we can do with this luminary is to really raise our frequency to the place where we really are experiencing the divine presence. And this luminary has said that its energy has been around for a long time, but it's now working with our living matrix. Now, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but you know, the matrix is really the frequency and the way the energies are around us, and what they are, how we feel them. And that's our matrix. And there is like a collective matrix that this particular luminary is working with. And we are also working with that collective matrix, because every time we hold within us the authenticity of who we are, that is our living matrix. So I hope what you can take from this particular luminary is, first of all, you are not alone. You have help. And presence is here. The divine presence is here with us, walking step by step as we go through this time, which can be pretty confusing. So this week, focus on presence. Memorize it. Bring it into your energy field. Be it. Be with it. And feel that matrix, and feel your matrix, and know that you are here as a human, but also the divine presence of who you are is here also. and that this particular luminary is another configuration of divine presence that is really speaking to us at this time. So I hope you will have a wonderful week. And this is the week when our course called Thrive as a Highly Sensitive, Thrive as a Highly Sensitive and Intuitive Person. And so I would encourage you to sign up now as the calls start on Wednesday. And we have a wonderful group of people who are going to be there for this particular course. All right, enjoy and be with the divine matrix during this week, and know that you are not alone.